Hello and welcome to today's BetHelper betting preview. Today's game is Slovenia versus the United States. It's scheduled for the 18th of June. It's Friday at 3 p.m. And the venue is Ellis Park, Johannesburg. So we'll be at altitude here. The altitude is 1,400 meters. So here again, the ball might come into question, as Adidas have said themselves that the only problem is with altitude. The ball is fine otherwise. So let's have a look at the Asian markets. The handicap here is Slovenia plus 0.25. So that has actually drifted in the last couple of days. US, they've actually shortened slightly. They were shorter at one stage, they were shorter yesterday, but they're still after shortening over a period of time. The unders, it doesn't look like there's going to be more goals in this game either. The handicap has actually changed from 2.5 down to 2 goals, so the odds have shortened at that price, but the handicap is now shorter, so I would still indicate under 2.5, but over 1.5. The betting exchanges, Slovenia's odds have drifted. They went from 3.9 out to 4s, while the United States have gone from 2.2 down to 2.18. That would indicate a big support for the United States here. The draw has pretty much stayed stable. It's at 3.35. The unders, have gone from, the overs, sorry, it's gone from 2.84 down to 2.74. It's kind of high odds, so the market doesn't really think that there will be over 2.5, but at the same time the odds have shortened, so there's expecting more goals than was previously expected. Bookmakers in Slovenia have drifted slightly, they're at 3.8, while the US have pretty much stayed stable, as has the draw. Bookmakers, the overs is 2.5, so again that's slightly higher than the other games, so they're not really expecting overs, but that price is a little bit shorter than the betting exchanges. In terms of where the money is gone, Slovenia are picking up a little bit of support, but nothing major. They're only 12% of the market at the moment, while the US have actually picked up a little bit more support. They're at 71% of the market. Well, the draw is actually gone down in percentage. It's only at 70% now. Previously was at 21%. And the unders, or the overs, sorry, the overs is only 29% of the market. So it's the over 2.5 market. It's only 29% there at the moment. Looking at the form, Slovenia actually have a pretty decent record. They actually have won their 5 of the last 6 games, only losing 1. And they recently beat Algeria the weekend with a late strike from Corn. Well, the US's form, it's good. It's 3 wins, 1 draw and 2 losses. One of those draws being the 1-all draw with England at the weekend, where Tim Dempsey famously embarrassed Rob Green, which might put his position into question for this one, or for their game. Head to head, this will actually be their first meeting, so it'll be interesting to see who'll get the upper hand early. In terms of streaks, the US have only kept 1 clean sheet in 20 World Cup matches. It stretches it back to their famous clean sheet against England in the 1950 World Cup. Slovenia have won 7 of their last 8 games. It's a pretty decent record. Going through a playoff against Russia, so they're a pretty decent side. 8 of the last 10 goals the US have scored over the course of the last 3 World Cups have actually come in the first half, so we might be expecting a nice bright start from America, where they might look to capture an early goal. Dempsey is current informed goal scorer. He scored 2 in 3 World Cup appearances, so maybe people will be looking to him again for the United States' goals. Donovan's also a very interesting player. He was involved in half of the shots that were taken against England. That was 6 out of 12. Either like setting up a chance for someone or indeed taking on a shot himself. In terms of the rankings, Slovenia are ranked 25th by FIFA, while on the ELO rankings they are 45th. So that kind of suggests that FIFA have them ranked higher, so maybe they're not in as good form. Looking at the US, they've been ranked 14th by FIFA, while in the ELO rankings they're 20th. Just to clarify on Slovenia's ELO ranking, it's possible that the teams that they've beaten in those where they've won 7 of their last 8 might have been poor teams, so maybe they haven't picked up scores in the ELO rankings. The ref here on this one is Komen Kulumbali from Mali. He's reffed 45 international games, giving 160 yellows, giving him an average of 3.56 yellows per game. He's given 7 red cards, giving an average of 0.16 reds per game, so we wouldn't really expect many in terms of reds from this game. He's given 5 penalties, giving him an average of 0.11 penalties per game. So again, you wouldn't really expect penalty, but again, you never know, I guess. In terms of injuries, there's no real major injury worries for either side. That's welcome news for the coaches. In terms of goals scored during qualifying, Slovenia managed to score an average of 1.66 goals per game, while conceding just 0.5. While the States managed an average of 1.9 goals scored per game, while conceding 1.3 goals per game. And then turning to the probabilities, computer probability is based on the stats and the market movements. So it ranks Slovenia at 22%, while the United States are at 53%. So it looks like they've in with a very decent chance, while the draw comes in at 25%. So again, the draw, the United States being most likely drawing the next, and then a slender chance for Slovenia actually to pick up a win here. And if you compare that then with the implied probabilities based on the bookmakers odds, it's 25% for Slovenia, so that means that they're pretty fairly priced and they don't really have much of a shot here. The United States coming at 46%, so compare that to the 53% they got on the computer probabilities, indicates that they're still at value at their current odds, while the draw gets 29%. Again, the draw is generally higher at the bookmakers than it is at, based on the computer probabilities, as there will be more money going on the draw than what the stats will pick up. But of course, bookmakers obviously favour the draw between what will be undoubtedly a tight match. So as you can see, the United States have won based on my FIFA simulation. So well done to the United States. Let's see if that carries through into tomorrow's game. So here we leave you with some of the stats based on the Americas players. If you want to follow us on Twitter to get some more up-to-date tips and suggestions, then that's twitter.com/BetHelper. And subscribe to YouTube video or YouTube channel. Send any feedback to BetHelper.ie@gmail.com. Thanks for listening.